Hello air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. These are your love messages for approximately the next 30 days. Doing something a little bit different. I don't think I've done love readings in years probably. So let's see what we have for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. First card out, love makes the difference. And by the way, this is for couples and singles, okay? We're gonna read both ways. Number 31, which breaks down to 4 if you like numerology. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. I want you to see all the beautiful imagery. There are morning glories. These blue flowers here look like morning glories to me. You can pause the video if you like to look at the imagery and go with what your intuition tells you, okay? Really beautiful deck. Okay, and we have 35, which breaks down to 8. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Okay, so maybe we're not speaking with loving words. We're focused on the negative and speaking the negative, and it's time to start speaking out loud with love the things that we are thankful for, the things that we see beauty in. And we have simple acts of kindness, taking care of animals and other things, but on this card we see someone taking care of animals. Number 5, simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Kindness spreads. Okay, so let's get some more here. Let's grab a Power of Surrender, one of the Power of Surrender Oracle cards. I want to get one of these, and then we're going to go deeper with more Oracle and some Tarot. Okay, so what else do the air signs need to know? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And if you know where your Venus is in your chart, listen to that reading as well. We have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Okay, so this is about self-love. Let go of limiting beliefs, surrender those to God. You can own your own power and soar in your life. Okay. Let's go over here to the energy oracle cards. Whoops, what else do we have for the air signs? Energy oracle. Now I'm starting to fumble. One more shuffle. All right. We have 30 and the garden and the gate. Time to make a decision. Gonna go deeper, okay? Like I said, for couples and singles. 27, which breaks down to 9, walking away. What are we walking away from? What do we need to walk away from? What do we need to walk towards? 16, and patience. Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna read them together this way. Love makes the difference. Healing past hurts. Love heals past hurts. Provides a sense of security and self-worth. Okay, so I think it's time to leave past hurts. We have the garden and the gate. So the girl on this card is like she wants to go, but something's holding her back. Is something holding you back? So for singles, is something holding you back from trying? If you want to be in a partnership, is something holding you back from trying? Is someone from the past holding you back from trying? Is that person saying, well, I'll be better this time? Okay, so for couples, it is time to speak kind words to one another. You may have gotten caught up in the doldrums of daily life. It's easy to complain. It's very easy to complain about who cut us off on the road or who was rude to us at the grocery store. It's very easy to bring work home with us in a negative way and talk about all of the negative things that happened at work because we're venting. We can't talk about that at work. We're venting to one another. But what is happening is that we're bringing negativity into our relationship. So be mindful of that. I think it is time to leave that behind and move forward together with more positive talk. Now, not toxic positivity, right? We're not talking about that. We're talking about focusing on the positive that is there and voicing that. Now, there's nothing wrong with venting to one another, but maybe you should time it. I think Dr. Phil, don't hold me to this, but years and years ago, I think he said that he and his wife had a pact that after work they could only talk about work at home for a certain amount of time. So I think it was him that said that. If it wasn't, I just think that's really good advice, okay? And I'm not talking like an hour. Just like, honey, look, we can talk about our day, but let's do it after we get home, settled in, changed, showered, like whatever you do after work. Not at dinner, maybe before dinner, shake it off. And then when you sit down, enjoy your dinner together, okay? All right, so with this set of cards here, we'll start with singles first. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own, and walking away. So similar to what I was just saying, especially with the garden and the gate, someone's getting ready to walk away. In this card, this person is ready to walk away. She's looking back, but she's going. This one is like, I don't know. Is there something better for me, or is it going to be the same? This one is like, there's got to be something better, okay? Speak loving words to yourself. And remember that first card, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Surrender negative self-talk about yourself. Okay? Speak the language of love to yourself. And that is what will help you to walk away from relationships of the past that didn't work. Okay? Not just in love, but even friendships. Okay? Let's get back. Wait a minute. I didn't do couples. Similar to the last message with the first set of cards to couples. Speak the language of love. Speak kind words. If you have to vent about work, put a time limit on it. You can talk about it, say, after work, but not at the dinner table together. Or you can talk about it for 10 minutes or wait 20 minutes or a half hour after you get home from work to settle down, if one of you gets home from work before the other. Whoever comes in last, don't just dump everything on the person that's already home and settled in. Okay? Just give it a little time, like however much time it takes after both of you get home to settle down and shake off the day a little bit. Oftentimes a good shower helps, cleanse the day off of you. Maybe you can have a 15-minute conversation about your work day, but then leave any other conversation, to be about something else, because it can really be heavy on a relationship. And I think that you'll find as a couple you like each other's company more, because it can be really easy to get each other fired up. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when my guy comes home from work and tells me, something that has gone on, not necessarily bad, but I get fired up and, feel like I was actually at his work and I wasn't. And he already handled whatever he's telling me about, but I want to jump on the bandwagon because I care about him and say like, well, I would have done this and I would have done that. Well, he doesn't need to hear that. He just needs me to listen to him. He doesn't need me to say like, well, this is what I would have done. He already handled it, right? But it's too easy to get caught up in reacting that way. So I think we all need to be mindful of that. Okay, so singles. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. And we have patience. No one wants to hear about patience, but the good thing about patience is that there's promise there. Be happy with yourself. Be happy in your own space. If you have animals, focus on them. If you like to volunteer at shelters, do that. If you like to, do something quiet like work at a library. Well, it's not always quiet when the children's hour is going on, right? But you might like working with children. Maybe that makes you feel grounded and centered, right? Maybe that makes you feel quiet in your mind and in your soul, okay? Whatever it takes, simple acts of kindness and acts of kindness toward yourself to make you feel good in your own skin and in your own space. That's what needs to happen before connecting with another person in a healthy manner, okay? Work on that. And patience will come easy to you, okay? It'll be a matter of time before you meet the right person. And the first person that comes along doesn't necessarily mean that's the right person, okay? You take your time. Take your time. Because being with the wrong person, believe me, then you're going to be impatient to get out of a situation. Some situations are easier to get into than they are to get out of, okay? Take your time. Couples, I keep going back to that main message that it's important to focus on things other than the mundane or talking about work all day. If you're retired, don't sit there with the news on. And I'm not saying, I assume if you're retired that you're sitting there watching the news all day. You could be out there playing sports, volunteering, whatever you do. But people are people, and it's easy to get fired up about bad behavior of others when we encounter it out in the world, but we can focus on the more positive. Someone you had a good laugh with at the grocery store, at the library, out on your hikes, or whatever you're doing, whatever sport you might be involved in. Focus on that, and it will help your relationship. Kindness energizes you. Hang on. Sorry about that. I keep rearranging these cards and then I knock them right out of place again. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So when you're kind to yourself, it's so much easier to be kind to others and not vent on your partner. It's okay to vent as long as you're on the same page with that and you don't let it go on and don't let it only be that. When you make room to make true connections, I'm getting for somebody listening, your partner may be interested in joining you in whatever you're doing. It might be a sport, it might be some kind of exercise class, or maybe go to the gym with you and you're doing something different together. And I'd recommend that. I do recommend that for some of you listening who are coupled. For those of you who are single, I'm strongly feeling that you need to be careful about your self-belief and your self-worth. It can be very discouraging when we really want to have a partner and it's just not happening in the present, but it's more likely to happen with the right person and in the right ways when we are content and loving toward ourselves. All right, this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Just throwing that out there again. If this reading is resonating, please comment below and please hit that like button because it would help the channel and help get this video in the algorithm out there to others who also need to hear it. All right, so we have love makes the difference with the garden and the gate being clarified by the 6 of fire or the 6 of wands. Archangel Uriel is represented on this card with that U down there. Victory, wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, or scholarships. So, some of you might be being noticed. So we're going on, mostly love messages here. So someone's being noticed. Someone's attracted to you. Someone like just really admires you. Maybe you've been in the spotlight on the job or something and, someone's like really noticing you. For others of you, if this has to do with your career, if this current message has to do with your career, you're being recognized by the higher ups that matter, the ones that can help you progress in your career. It might not be your immediate boss, and I don't really think it would be your immediate boss. It might be like their boss or someone higher. Okay. Oh, another fire card, 3 of fire or 3 of wands, Archangel Michael. Planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what is next. Okay. Coupled or not, okay? You could be planning in a, if you're in a couple relationship, coupleship, committed relationship. You could be planning your long-term future together, and you're like, okay, it's time for us to be happy now. Maybe you're getting ready to retire, and you're like, okay, you know, it's time to embrace happiness. Not to say you haven't been happy up until now, but time to embrace happiness. Some of you are moving. As a couple, you're moving. Now, you might not be moving to Florida. You might not be like retiring and moving to Florida. But it might be that kind of thing, like that idea. Like you might be retiring and, you know, taking an RV on the road or something like that. And just traveling around and being carefree. Simple acts of kindness and patience. Look at this as being paired with the Empress. And I want to show you these cards together because they both depict being with animals, loving animals, nurturing animals. It says time to take action, give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful, and abundance and prosperity. So for those of you who are also looking for career messages, we have a lot of abundance, success, prosperity, and recognition here. In love, I feel like, you know, someone, again, like someone in this relationship might be wanting to join you in what you're doing, like caring for animals or volunteering in whatever way you might like to volunteer. They might be joining you. You might meet someone doing exactly that, and that's the thing that you have in common. And you might be able to, you know, take that further, take that on the road even. All right, let's see what we have from the Chakra Love deck. What else do we have for air signs? Okay, we have chakra balance. All things work best in conjunction with all things. So about cooperation, like I was talking about earlier. And we have sacral chakra, passion, and this is tiger eye. Turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Nice. Turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Let's get one more. And we have the throat chakra, communication, truth. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. And speak from your heart in kindness toward yourself as well. All right, air signs, thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Listen for your daily inspiration messages. Your money and career readings are up, and you are welcome to explore my channel. There are plenty of playlists, and even the videos that have dates on them, they're still considered timeless. Okay, some people like to see the date, but they're timeless readings. So if there are any messages in there that you come upon, they are meant for you at that time. Thank you again, and I will see you again soon.